Welcome back to Mayhem Reviews. We are here to review Shazam! It's Will and Jake, and yeah. And so this is...
Exclamation point.
Yeah, exclamation point. Zachary Levi is Shazam, and our Ash... What's the kid's name? Oh, no.
I don't know.
Asher Angel plays Billy Batson. Jack Dylan Grazer from It is Freddy. Oh, Mark Strong plays the villain. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so Shazam is like, what was it, like the 7th or 8th DC movie? Something like that.
Let's see.
Probably like the third one, really.
Steel,
It's good.
Dawn of Justice.
Seventh DC movie, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I was very surprised.
I'm glad that DC's look like they're starting to get their shit together.
Yeah.
And they're realizing maybe we should actually put a little teensy bit more effort into our films.
Definitely.
Instead of like disasters like
Justice League, Batman vs Superman, yeah, Suicide Squad. Yeah, just bad times.
Yeah, I like it. I really like the character of Shazam for a long time. I always wanted to see a film about him, and when they announced it, I was really excited for it. Yeah. I thought that just the premise of it is really awesome. Like a kid who transforms into a superhero, and he's this big, super buff dude that's like as strong as Superman.
Yeah,
like
while still having the charm of a 15-year-old.
Exactly, and that's just such a great concept for a movie, and it's amazing it's taken this long for this to come out.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you watch like Captain America: The Winter Soldier is like the spy movie of superhero movies, and like Infinity War is like a heist, or Ant-Man's like a heist movie. This is like the family enjoyable, like big for superhero movies. I think, and this is a compliment, it's like a perfect like 80s feeling movie where it feels like Ghostbusters, it feels like Big, it feels like what is the other one? Just a bunch of Gremlins. It has these like this feel to them where it's like just this nostalgic like 80s feeling.
And like the main characters are kids.
They do such a great job of like just making it like a family friendly while also having like some scary and like edgy moments that like really push the PG-13 rating. I thought that was great because hot take here, you don't have to follow the Marvel formula. I think DC is doing fantastic with just these solo little one-off movies where it's like now they have the Joker coming out and that's going to be awesome. They have Aquaman, which is this big spectacle. Now they have this, which is much more like smaller scale,
personal story,
while still also having like big, huge set pieces. And it's very enjoyable. And I thought Zachary Levi did a fantastic job as Shazam. I didn't have any feelings about his casting. I didn't care, but I thought
he looked the part.
I thought he, I didn't think he would, because he was like kind of a skinny dude.
Yeah,
but they really had to bulk him up.
They bulked him up, and the suit is like a muscle.
Got a padding, yeah.
Which it looks goofy, but like that's kind of the point, though. Yeah. So that's why when people were making fun of it when they first announced it, I was like, no, that's what it should look like.
That's the character. That's the point. Yeah,
he's supposed to be so absurdly muscular. It doesn't even make any sense. Like every time you see him drawn in the comics, that's what he looks like. This movie is really based on the comics. It's very accurate, and that's. As a comic book reader myself, I really appreciated that. It actually has the guy who wrote a lot of the recent comics writing the film. Oh. Jeff Johns. I believe he's been attached since like what he wrote a little bit of Wonder Woman.
Right. Yeah.
He wrote for the new Aquaman movie, and he's writing this, and I feel like this is a little better because he's there making sure that things are a little bit more sticking to the comics and aren't garbage. So that was really nice.
Yeah. Just like some complaints I had were I wasn't 100% into the villain. Like I liked him, but I wasn't like blown away by him. I think it was very much like to compare to Marvel, it was kind of like a Phase 1 villain where I was just kind of like, all right, like he's fun. I liked how brutal he was. I was surprised by how like he's not taking any shit. Like he's getting shit done. He's killing people. It's pretty great. But overall,
Mark Strong is good as like a big scary guy. But
it's more of he's just there for Zach Levi to play off of and have fun with. And I thought that was he worked for that. I didn't hate him.
They tried doing a little bit of like their two different contrasting characters. Like they both were chosen. Mark Strong's character, what was it, Dr. Savannah, was cast aside because he wasn't worthy. But while the main character Shazam or Billy Batson was worthy. So I like that dichotomy. They don't really do a whole lot with it, but there's a scene where he's like, "Oh, I can relate to what you're going through." I feel like this movie's a lot more about Billy Batson and his journey and his relationship with his foster brother, I forgot what his name,
Freddie,
the rest of that family.
I was surprised by how good the rest of the family was. I really bought into the little girl is really cute, and she does a great job. All the kids are pretty good, which I was surprised by because I was just kind of like, all right, this is going to be like the kid from It and Zach Levi's show. And I'm here for that, but I didn't know there was going to be such a big more kids, and I liked that they all had something to do here. And it was just like a really enjoyable little movie, and I think it was great, and it satisfied that. DC, keep doing stuff like this, and you're gonna be up there. You're gonna keep rising to the top here. I think this could be a big hit for sure, because I think it's just a small little movie.
Very family-friendly movie,
Definitely.
which it should be, because that's the type of character it should be. Yeah, you could tell it's a little bit more lower budget than the other films.
Effects aren't amazing.
Yeah, but it's
okay.
fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, like it's not like overly noticeable.
Still enjoyable, and CGI is not shit. I was surprised by how like into the emotional story also I was, because like Billy Batson, I didn't think, I figured it would be like mostly Zach Levi, but no, Billy Batson gets quite a bit to do here, and I was happy for Asher Angel, because I thought he did a great job, and I was thrilled that he was able to have a lot of screen time and have this emotional journey with his like real mother. I like that a lot. So without getting into spoilers too much, which we will get into.
I think one of my only real nitpicks is that I feel like when he turns into Shazam, he's a little more goofy than he is when he's just a normal kid.
Yeah.
When he's a normal kid, he's like really quiet and
kind of
a dick,
aggressive.
and he doesn't really talk that much. But then the second he turns into Shazam, he's like this big kind of goofball guy, and I like he's constantly making
just
references
two different
to
actors,
things.
really.
And I feel like they could have made Billy Batson a little bit more like Shazam.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
It's whatever. You still get it though.
Well, let's jump into some spoilers now for Shazam. So if you haven't yet seen it, because this movie does not come out for a bit, so if you haven't seen it, please click away. There's a lot of surprises in this movie. So if you have not yet seen Shazam, come back after you've seen it on April 5th, and thank you so much for watching. But now we're going to jump into spoilers. So where did you want to start with spoilers for Shazam?
Superman shows up at the end.
Yeah,
looking way better than he did in Justice League.
Because you don't even see his face. Henry Cavill has obviously... did he get fired or did he quit? I don't even keep track of this shit anymore.
The rumor was that Henry Cavill wanted more money for his cameo he was going to make in Shazam. That's a rumor. I don't know if that was actually the case or not.
No, that sounds about right. I honestly, like, Henry Cavill needs to chill. Because he's really not a superstar. He thinks he deserves Robert Downey Jr.'s salary.
Yeah, because he's playing Superman, I guess.
Right, and he's been there since the beginning and this and that. I get it. Number one, DC really doesn't have the track record to be throwing out paychecks like that. Henry Cavill is not a big enough name yet for that paycheck, so just take what you can get.
He's an actor.
He's fine.
I liked him as Superman, when they finally started to write him like Superman. Justice League, the last 10 minutes, and then they show his suit, and it's a funny scene. I called it immediately. There's a scene early on where Freddy's like, "Oh well, my friend is Shazam," and
he's gonna show up for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, and then the bully or whatever is like, "Oh no, he's not." And then what? Like Superman's gonna come give me dessert too?
Yeah.
And then I looked over at our friend that was sitting next to me. I was like, "That's gonna be the credit scene or something." That ended up being not the credit scene, but before
the final scene. Yeah.
Shazam shows up at lunch and he's like, "Oh, and I also brought my friend too." And you see Superman.
I like
you
that.
see the symbol, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna actually see his face."
I was waiting for that.
I was like, I really wanted to see Henry Cavill there, and it just wasn't. It got cut off, and I was like, "Oh." We see the Shazam family at the end of the movie. All the other foster kids transform into their adult selves, which was great.
I was shocked by the restraint of the trailers with that, because that's a long bit of the movie where I'm like, I had no idea that was going to happen. And
I figured, because I think they actually did a casting announcements a long time ago for adult versions of each one of the characters.
Yeah, so that's kind of sucks.
But also because it's this movie's so strictly based on this one comic book where that is the climax. Is where they're fighting the 7 deadly sins or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then that's how they beat them, is because they get that group together. But yeah, that whole scene at the end was really cool. I thought the movie was pretty funny too.
I like that ending scene. I think this is just me. I think they maybe should have saved that for a sequel. I don't know. I was just kind of this is a lot. It just kind of all happens really quick, and I thought that scene went on for a little bit too long.
Yeah. I feel like
that's it. I thought that was it was all fine. I just didn't. I thought Don't blow your load with this first movie.
The Rock never shows up as Black Adam.
Yeah.
They announced him being Black Adam like
was he that
Batman
hologram
versus
thing, though?
yes, that was supposed to be Black Adam.
Okay.
Yeah, they do reference him. They don't say his name.
He produced the movie.
And they just didn't even get him to cameo. Like,
no, I don't understand why.
That was weird. I thought that was going to be the final credit scene, and even the guy ahead of me in the theater was like, "What the hell?" Like, it was like 5 years ago they announced this, and he's not even in this.
Yeah,
but apparently he's supposed to be getting his own movie as Black Adam.
Okay.
Because he does have some standalone stuff in the comics.
Because I can see why they didn't because The Rock and Henry Cavill have the same manager, so I think it's kind of a behind the scenes bullshit thing.
I was hoping that could like. That
I think The Rock wanted to do it, but they're like, no, we're gonna have to negotiate. Like it was a whole thing. I think that's what it looks like on the surface because they have the same manager, and I'm like, yeah, this is all very corporate, and I don't like it.
I was kind of disappointed at first that they didn't say Black Adam was the villain for Shazam, and that it was gonna be Sivana instead, because Black Adam is like really the only big Shazam villain that everybody knows about, at least. Like, he's the one that's most popular. He's really awesome. I get that they're saving for a sequel, and they kind of wanted to avoid, like, the Man of Steel thing, or, like, Ant-Man thing, where it's like, here's the exact same character, but evil, with the same powers. That's literally what he is.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a black suit version of of the main character. It's, okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, they didn't want to just copy, like, Man of Steel like that, so they wanted to try something a little different with a villain that could, like, summon the 7 deadly sins, which was... That was awesome. I liked that, all that.
I didn't know that either. They kept that secret too.
Because they didn't show that any of that in the trailers.
No, that's why I'm like, this is great. Like, I kind of wish that the trailers didn't give away so much of the like fun chemistry between Freddy and
Zachary. There's a lot of jokes that they showed,
which was fine because then you realize that this movie has so much more in store. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I was surprised by like how much these trailers did not show from the movie. Like it's all very vague and like little shots of like action and stuff. They don't show really anything from the final action sequence at all. I love the whole all the doors. That was cool.
Oh yeah, it was random stuff.
Love that. I wish we got a little bit more of that. We probably could have got like a little reference there of something.
Yeah, it actually would seem to be holding back on references. It'd be funny if they like open up a door and like Dr. Fate is in there or something. Do you remember who that character is? Oh,
who's that?
No,
is that in something?
He's got like the helmet. He's like a magic guy.
Oh, okay.
He's like basically DC's Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Little references like that. I'm surprised.
I do like that this movie is like in that world, and like Freddy's like a huge like DC fanatic kind of. They're just like wearing Aquaman shirts and like Superman shirts, and he has like Superman's bullet, and then he's got like a Superman backpack. I like that stuff. Like that was pretty cool.
I want to see Shazam, a movie with other heroes. I want to see him with Batman and Superman. Like that would be so funny.
I do too. I would definitely love that. But like I don't know because they've been saying lately where it's like we just kind of want to focus on like making really good quality like little standalone things, and I'm like. Okay, great, but like at some point, maybe
can we get like a cool? It doesn't have to be Justice League. It could just be
like
an
a little
event,
scene,
a little exactly, a little cameo or whatever,
like moment in the movie, like similar to like the Ant-Man and Falcon thing. Like, it should be like that. Like that's fine.
Well, like, just because they exist in the same universe. They could just bump into each other and then have like one scene together and then that's it. Just kind of, I was almost expecting that with Superman. I almost wanted him to actually be like show up for like a couple minutes, but he
probably was supposed to.
He
probably was supposed to, but then
he was probably supposed to be like an Iron Man role in Spider-Man.
From like Homecoming, maybe.
That would have been cool.
I would have liked that a lot. But I do like the direction they're going, and I think I would definitely like to see us. I'm not like it's one of these things where I'm like I want to see a Shazam 2, but like I'm so satisfied with this movie that like I'm okay. Like I'm good waiting. Like I'm ready to like. It's not like
one thing is good. They don't have like a big slate right now.
No.
That because they made a huge slate of movies they were gonna do, but then after like Justice League,
they're like, all right, nothing. Now nothing.
Now it's just like the movies we have in production currently are coming out, and then after that we have no idea. So we don't know what's coming out after Wonder Woman.
1984. Well, no, we do. There's like a couple, right? We have some.
Oh wait, that's right. Yeah.
We have Joker in October. That's the next one.
Yeah.
And then after that is Wonder Woman in June.
And then they just started doing Birds of Prey.
And then Birds of Prey, I forgot about that. And then the Batman and Suicide Squad. The Batman is like June 2021, and then Suicide Squad is August with James Gunn, which I'm excited for. I'm excited for all of them.
Yeah, I have new excitement for this.
It's like the first time in a long time where I've been excited to see like every upcoming DC movie for one reason or another. Birds of Prey, I can take or leave, but like I wish it was Gotham City Sirens, but that's just me. But I'm excited to see all of them. Like I'm going to see all of them, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of them.
And there was a point where I was just like, oh my god, like as a DC fan, I'm like so disappointed with what's happening. And now like after Aquaman, after Shazam,
we're back on track.
Okay, maybe they got their
we're definitely like I didn't love Aquaman, but like it's certainly not awful.
Yeah, no, it's not
fine.
terrible.
Like it's a good movie. Like I think it's enjoyable. It's like a big, huge spectacle, and I liked it. And it's definitely it seemed like it was comics accurate. And Shazam, same thing, where it's just like really low budget. It's guaranteed to be a huge hit because now it has these really strong reactions from I love the early screenings they're doing too. That's so much. That's so good.
We got to see this 2 weeks before.
Before Aquaman, we saw early. It's just so great to see these movies early and be able to build the hype, and then have a huge opening weekend when everybody else goes to see it. It's very smart, and then it also makes me more likely to go see it again because 2 weeks from now I'm gonna be like, oh, I want to see Shazam again. Like I liked it. And
I already have my tickets to see it on Thursday.
There you go. See, like I think they're on the right track, and I'm looking forward to the future. And Shazam's like a solid home run. Like I think it was like shockingly good. Like nobody expected this to be good. I don't think. Like I think it was it was fun, but who cares? Like, and I think that kind of helps it because it's like everybody's like, all right, like I'll go see it, and then it's like, whoa.
But I think the big thing that really made it good is that like Billy Batson and his character arc, and it's a lot of good emotion there. Like
the tone,
that was like the one thing I like Aquaman didn't give was like really good character stuff. I feel like this one was.
It's just a sweet movie. Like, it's just a nice, like heartwarming movie, and I think it would have. It probably would have played a lot better over the holidays, but that's...
Yeah, because the movie actually takes place during the holiday season.
Yeah, which I didn't expect that. That's cool. Shazam's surprisingly good. Go check it out if you haven't yet. What did you guys think of Shazam? Comment down below, let us know. Thank you so much for watching, and are you going to see it when it opens April 5th? Let us know, and yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.